Americans in human history, or they will be the first to inherit from their parents a diminished country. We will either be the next generation of Americans who leaves their children better off, or we will be the first generation of Americans to leave our children worse off. That is how dramatic the choice before us is. Neither one of these roads is automatic. They are choices. And that's the choice we're making in 2010. So I am grateful for your help. I don't want to take for granted that you're here today. I want to ask you to vote for me. I need you to vote for me, if you haven't done so already. I also need you to get other people to vote for me. There are people that agree with us on these issues, but they're not going to vote. They're not going to turn in their absentee ballot. They're not going to show up on election day. They won't vote if you don't take them to vote, if you don't get them to vote. So we have to get them to vote. You've got to get them to vote. It matters, believe me. And finally, I need you to volunteer or continue to volunteer. I need you to continue to work on our behalf. It makes all the difference in the world. Identifying and turning out our supporters, that's the nuts and bolts of politics. If you don't do that, it doesn't matter how well you look in the polls or how hard you work or how many commercials you run. If your supporters don't come out and vote, then they didn't exist from a standpoint of your election. We have to have an operation that can match that of our opponents. We have to identify our supporters and get them out to vote. And the only way to do that is to call them or knock on their doors. And we need you to help us do that here locally, here in Broward County, and throughout Southeast Florida.
Boots on the ground.
Boots on the ground. And